Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So, we live in a place where they basically have made it cool to not have any self-respect. And to make it cool to treat your body like a trash can. With the music, TV, radio, public schools telling you you're an accident, you don't even really belong here, you have no sense of purpose, and love is a lie. So all of those things are an inversion to the truth of what this reality actually is and what you actually are. It's a lie. And it's in our capability, and we have the capacity. If you are a souled individual, meaning you have the capacity for love, you understand love, you've ever had that capacity, then you are a souled individual. You have a soul. You have a spirit, life force, animating energy that is of love. People come in, okay, at an early age and try to ruin that. They try to ruin it. They try to take it from you and try to tell you that it makes you weak if you have it. They try to traumatize you by putting shit on the TV that shows your parents leaving, by showing everyone you love leaving. And people just didn't understand, and they didn't know. They didn't understand what was happening. But knowledge is increasing. Knowledge is increasing in these days. If you ever could understand love, then that is what you are, and that's what's in you, and that's what you need. You need love. As soon as you close yourself off from love, you will become weak. Love is the most high, okay? Your mind and your body are animalistic in nature by default. They're selfish, and they are less than. They are less than love. And they don't understand. The mind and the body, they don't understand love, okay? The solution is not to get rid of the love. You don't get rid of the love, okay, because we're having this cognitive dissonance, okay? We can't make sense of our situation and ourselves, because there's an obvious disruption, and there's an obvious it's going against itself. Your mind and your body goes against yourself. Your real eternal everlasting you is love. It's a frequency. It's the animating life force energy of everything. Because if you don't understand, if someone doesn't understand something, that doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't know what they're talking about. It means that you don't understand. You're not at that level that this person is. So for you to come in and try and say that there's something wrong with this other person because you don't understand what they're saying is wrong. If you do comprehend, and you ever have comprehended love, you have to have love. You cannot continue to cut yourself off from love by hardening your heart. And how you do that is you do things, you continue to use your free will to choose to do things in opposition to what love is. Okay? I say free will loosely because most people's minds have been so screwed by the different systems in this reality, okay? Their minds have been so screwed that they don't have thoughts of their own, okay? They have been taught to go against love, even though it makes you sick. If you are a souled individual, meaning you have the life force energy of love, and you go against love, you get sick. They'll call it depression, anxiety, they'll call it mood disorder, they'll call it a chemical imbalance, they'll call it all of these different things, and you've been deceived and tricked and manipulated into going against love, even though it's making you sick. It's making you lustful and greedy and selfish, and all of these lower states is what you will become if you continue to go against love. The answer is to seek love, admit even though it's hard that you need love, seek love with everything you have, and your heart will open. You will understand that if you need love, you already have it. You're looking for something that you don't. You're looking for something in someone else to give to you something that you already have. You already are. If you don't understand that yet, that's okay. Listen to my words. That information and that knowledge and that understanding will come to you. It will come to you. If you have been tricked and deceived into doing whatever your mind and your body wants and kicking love out of the way you're going to get healthier and better is by using your free will to choose to do things for love. You have to do love. You can research that and figure out how to do it. It's just you have to be a doer of love instead a doer of animalisticness, which is selfishness. And love is inclusive. It wants the best for everybody involved. And even if it means sacrificing, especially if it means denying yourself, because what yourself is, we can't even understand it, okay? What's happening, just because you can't see something doesn't mean that it's not real. Would people agree with that? Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Your cell phones work, right? You pick up your phone, you make a phone call, and you're talking to whoever you called, right? You don't see the words coming through the air. You don't see wires coming from. It is invisible. It's invisible communication. And just because you can't see that is happening, it is happening because you're talking to somebody. Or it is happening because you're obtaining information from the internet. If you continue to cut yourself off from love, you will become desolate. That means devoid of inhabitants. So you will kick yourself out, and it will just be a bag of flesh operating. It will just be your mind and your body, and where are you? Where is your eternal self? You don't think you have an eternal self? Well, what about the proof that energy cannot be created or destroyed here? You cannot create or destroy energy. Eternal, everlasting you is love, and it's of love if you are a souled individual and you have the capacity for love, even if it's been 90 years, because you've been so traumatized, you've closed your heart off so much, you've done so many things that are opposite of love. You can't even understand. And here's the thing, love will reach out to you. It's probably reaching out right now, trying to get you to understand that we need to sync ourselves up with love. That's the solution, and that is the objective of this reality, for you to use your free will to choose love. We're not supposed to. I can speak this from, I'm 36 years old, and I am definitely battle hardened. I have lived 36 years of not an easy life, and things weren't handed to me by any stretch. And I've done a lot of things that were most definitely in opposition to love, and I still fight that every day because my mind and my body took over me. My mind and my body took over me, and that was by design of the systems of this reality. And what would happen? I'm going to throw this in before I close. What would happen if people would love above everything else and love each other like they love the person they love the most? You can't even say love yourself, because most people are so full of self-hatred because of because of the systems. That's what they've done. So what would happen if we loved love above everything else, and we loved other people like they were our favorite person? We loved other people like they were our favorite. We loved them. So what would happen would be every system that we have would collapse, and it would be done, and it would be gone, because all of our systems right now are functioning from fear. They are fear and lack based. They are monetarily based, which is fear, lack, it's exclusiveness, where only a few people get something, as opposed to inclusiveness, where it's everybody's getting something. I do understand, I understand economies. I understand the game of Monopoly. What many people don't understand, they can't get out of the monopoly mindset. They can't understand how anything else could possibly be better than turning reality into one giant monopoly game. So go on the internet and find families that are playing Monopoly. Okay, go find videos of families that are playing Monopoly and watch them become violent and in real fights, big time bad fights, in literally hate spewing over a fake game, over Monopoly. Okay, our society is set up, okay, as one large Monopoly game with fake Monopoly money. It's the currency that what it has the value of whatever we say it has. This year my dollar is only worth 65 cents. Last year it was worth 100 cents. It's not an inherent value of something such as life. Life has inherent value. It's not what we put on it. It has value because it's life. And with that, if you allow yourself to just become a mind and a body, it's not the solution to any problem. It's not the solution to any problem. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your family. It's not going to help. It's not going to do. You cannot numb out. You can't numb out enough. You can't get drunk enough. You can't have enough sex. You can't have enough money. You can't buy enough shit. There is no substitution for love. It's in you. If you need love and you know love, it's in you. And you can get it and have it without anyone else. And when you get it and you have it, and you put it above, you put love before anything else, before your mind and your body, your animalistic nature, okay? You put love first. Everything gets filtered through love. And then you get joy, peace, happiness, contentment, kindness, self-control, patience, peace, love. You get love. We have the free will to choose love. We don't have the free will to define love, to change what love is. We don't have the free will to change the structure and the parameters of reality. We have the free will to choose love or opposite of love. And I am just sharing this information because it deserves to be spoken from a place of love to people without certain words attached to it, because these are the rules of reality. Because we don't like something, because we actually hate something, we can try and ignore it. People try to ignore this information so they think that they can have plausible deniability, where it's like, oh, I didn't know that was a rule, and I didn't know that was a law, so you can't get me in that much trouble, right? That's what people think. If I didn't know, then I can't be in trouble for it. But the issue is, you do know, and you are responsible for your actions and the path and the decisions that you choose and your free will, what you choose to do with your free will. People deserve to know that information and have a fair chance at understanding the rules of reality. And if you come from the bottom and you come from the dirt, I'd say the majority of people have never, ever had access to any information like that. And if they did, they would spin that information in a way that would put you in bondage, that would make you feel guilty, that you should hate yourself, and that we're bad, we're 100% bad, and you are guilty, and you are dirty, and you're all of these things. And that is not what that information is intended for. This information of love, it's unconditional, it's in you. You can have it, and you put it before everything else, and your life is gonna be so phenomenal in a way that you can't even understand. When you choose love and you choose to put love first, you become single-minded. I share this information with specifically in mind for people who have been abused. They don't. Closing your heart off, making your heart hard, is not the solution to the problem. Your mind and your body are going to tell you that, but it's a lie. That is a lie. You harden your heart, you cut yourself off completely from love. It is not the solution to your problem. It is going to make you sick. It's going to make you desolate. It's going to assimilate you to the functioning systems of this reality. And you do not want to be assimilated, okay, to these systems of reality, because they hate love. They're against love. You cannot go against love and think you're going to win and think you're going to get something that you want, because love is perfect, and it's the most high frequency. It's awesome, and it's great, and it's love. It's love, perfect love. And if we could function from that as humans, we can't even fathom what our reality would actually be like, because we've not been allowed to do that. But the word is spreading. This perfect love idea, it's spreading, and it's spreading, and it's spreading, okay? All the while, this perfect love is spreading, right? This reality and these systems are flushing down the toilet. They're spinning, they're starting to go faster. You can't see that. The die-offs and the financials and all of these things, okay, it's flushing. These systems are flushing down the toilet. If you understand what I'm saying about love and perfect love and how it makes you strong and how it's in you and you're of it, and it's the most high frequency, and it's the most high everything, and it's the solution for everything, if you can comprehend that and understand that, then you are the new water that's coming in. When you flush a toilet, right, it flushes all the way down, right, and then it flushes. But the whole time, there's new water coming in. There's old water, shitty water, right, going around, flushing down, and the new water is coming in, okay? We are the new water. If you understand love and you love love and you put it above everything else, you become single-minded. You are the new water of this reality. And do not compromise your values and your understanding of love for money, because love is not equal to money. Nothing is equal to love. Love is the most high. It's the real currency. It's the most real reality. Everything else is a lesser reality, a less true, a falsehood reality. And I love you, and I know this is going to find someone who needs it. And if you understand it, if you start to understand it, then you have to repeat it in your own words and then re-upload it so other people can get it. because it's not popular information and it's not going to be promoted because it makes us strong. When you choose love and you're going to sync up with love, it makes us stronger. And there are a group, there's a system that wants you to be weak, and they count on you being weak, and they count on you operating from fear as opposed to love. And those systems are going to go bye-bye. Those systems are going bye-bye. So what you have to do is choose right now, choose today, to function in love or continue to go against love. And the toilet's going to spin faster and faster and faster, so everybody is going to have to make this decision. It may be a few people right now that are understanding this, but every single person, every single souled individual, person who has the capacity for love, understands love, every single person will have to decide, when push comes to shove, are you going to love love, which is perfect, or are you going to choose a substitution for love? Greed, lust, guilt, money, all of these things that hate love and they go against love. I mean, when push really comes to shove, if you know love and it's in you, you're going to choose love. So if you just go ahead and you choose it now, it's going to save you a whole lot of problems and stress and hate and pain and suffering. If you choose love now, you just made your route a lot easier, okay? You choose love, you're like, oh, I'm taking the easy road there. I'm choosing love. When you go against love, okay, every decision that you make against love, it's just like a GPS. When you type in an address and you're following a GPS, if you make a wrong turn, it has to recalibrate you, right? And it will continue to recalibrate and give you your direction to the location that you put in, no matter how many wrong turns you made. That is what love is doing for you. If you understand love, you have the capacity for love, every time you make a decision that's against love, okay, you're having to be recalibrated, okay? And how you get recalibrated, sometimes you don't want that because it's very painful and it's a lot of suffering. But you will be recalibrated to get you back to where you need to be, because love is love and it loves you unconditionally, without a perceivable cause. Even when you are in your worst of worst, love loves you. If a parent, it's just a human in this form, in this format of brain and body against this, that, and the other, if they can love children, if there's people here who can love unconditionally, then what do you think love can do? Think it's going to hate you? Think it's going to guilt you? You think it's going to try and make you feel ashamed? Or is it going to encourage you and love you and hold your hand and help you do shit? If you feel condemnation on you, that is not love. Condemnation is not of love. It's bad. It's the opposite of love. If you feel like you want to hide under a rock and literally never ever come back out because you think you're such a bad person, or there's no hope or no help for you, and you know all these things, or you did too much bad, and like you couldn't possibly. Love is freaking love. It can't do anything but love you. It wants us to choose to love, to sync up and calibrate with love, so we can have all the gifts of love. You will get all the gifts of love if you choose love. People are deterred from choosing love because there are haters. You have to be strong and tough to choose love, because there are haters who hate you being free. Love is freedom. Do you want to be free? You can't be free without choosing love. You're in bondage and enslaved to your own mind and body if you are not choosing love. And it's a bunch of addictions. That's all that it is. It's just habits and addictions in your mind and your body. That's all that it is. And habitual thinking and animalistic programming. It's just, you have to choose love to get freedom. Love is freedom. And with that, it's already 25 minutes, but much love and many thanks, and I love you very much. Thank you.